right, well, we're a couple minutes after the hour, so I want to go ahead and get started. Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining us today. I'm Christina May, Strategic Marketing Manager at Pilot Chemical, and today I'm pleased to introduce Upcycle BA14 and BA17. Today we'll be diving into formulating without silicones, innovation driving the next generation of beauty. Beauty and personal care companies face a critical question. Can we achieve the iconic sensory performance of D5 silicones without the environmental or regulatory burden? The signs are clear. Regulators in Europe are placing heavy restrictions on the use of cyclic silicones, specifically D5 and D6, in leave-on and rinse-off applications. This is on the heels of a 2020 regulation prohibiting use of D4. Unfortunately for the industry, the impact is broad, sweeping across nearly every application segment. In the C&T article referenced here, formulators are hopeful for relief as new chemistries come on the market. The industry has responded, and there have been several multiple waves of substitutions and alternatives in the market. The industry is looking for alternatives, but every alternative has its limitations. Unfortunately, the market is currently experiencing what a colleague of mine refers to as regrettable substitutions. Either the feel is off or it's more difficult to formulate with. And there is still a rising need for bio-based, clean beauty standards and desires for upcycling that are very tricky to navigate. The industry wants performance, price, and something better from a sustainability, clean beauty perspective. And so far, the options haven't fully delivered on all these needs. What are consumers looking for in personal care products? Sustainability is no longer optional. It's a baseline expectation according to a 2025 beauty and personal care trend analysis at Mintel. Furthermore, efficacy cannot be sacrificed for sustainability. According to Innova Market Insights, the upcycled ingredient trend is strong in the personal care launches, with an average annual growth rate of 110% in new product developments from 2021 to 2025. Consumers also pay attention to upcycled ingredients, with 16% saying they especially search for upcycled claims when choosing their beauty products. In new product launches, upcycled ingredient use has moved from only organic and natural brands to more mainstream and trendy brands. Pilot Chemical has partnered with Recarbon to launch a novel chemistry into personal care. Upcycled ingredients are alternatives to silicone compounds, petroleum-derived hydrocarbons, and esters, allowing the formulation of a more sustainable, stable, and label-friendly cosmetic products with the aesthetics, safety, and performance consumers demand. Upcycled ingredients are bio-based, upcycled from corn husks, and made in the USA. We are launching 2 products as part of Upcycle Silicone Alternatives line. Upcycle BA14 is a new inky pentyl noting and has a naturally derived index of 90%. It's a multifunctional, lightweight emollient that can be broadly used in personal care products. It's a great alternative to D5 silicones with a non-greasy afterfeel. Upcycle BA14 is an excellent dispersing aid, increases formulation spreadability. And it's a good choice for fine hair formulations that require that lighter touch. Upcycle BA17 is a new inky pentyl dodecane, and like BA14, it has a naturally derived index of 90%. What makes Upcycle BA17 special is its squalane-like properties and feel without the squalane prices. It can be utilized as an alternative to silicone compounds, enabling the formulation of more sustainable and label-friendly cosmetic products while delivering a squalane-like experience. Upcycle BA17 is an excellent emollient with a non-greasy afterfeel. Additionally, it's a great choice for medium to coarse hair formulations while improving hair combability and imparting light shine. But don't take my word for it. The proof is in the data. Industry expert Mark Chandler and his ACT consulting firm conducted a panel for skin feel as compared to existing products with the following results. Both upcycle products have excellent absorbency and spreadability, while upcycle BA14 has a cyclopentasiloxane-like feel, while the upcycle BA17 has a squalane-like skin feel. In Pilot's personal care lab, we conducted a combability study and found that both upcycle ingredients outperformed D5. Upcycle silicone alternatives reduce combing force versus the untreated control, and the D5 control. We also completed a shine study in our lab and observed that upcycle BA14 and BA17 had no negative impact on hair shine as compared to the untreated control. So far, we've covered regulatory concerns, consumer demands and desires, and how upcycle BA14 and BA17 deliver on those needs. So what's in it for the product manufacturers? Upcycle silicone alternatives have the volatility and performance characteristics to replace cyclic silicones, low molecular weight linear silicones, and isododecane without major formulation changes. This reduces formulation costs and accelerates your time to market. The ingredients enhance solubility and pigment dispersion, reducing surface tension to wet pigments efficiently. The pigment efficiency leads to reduced pigment loadings and often a 5 to 10% savings depending on the system. Cold processing can cut manufacturing energy costs by up to 40%. And the ingredients have a 3-year shelf life, which can limit ingredient waste and inventory losses. A few more details on each product specifically. BA14 is an oil-soluble product. It can be incorporated using either hot or cold process methods. In a hot process, upcycle BA14 does have a low flash point, so it's best that it's added during the cool down phase of formulation to prevent evaporation. In cold processing in water and oil emulsions, add the aqueous phase slowly to the oil phase under high-speed mixing. And for anhydrous formulas, BA14 can be added at any time of the formulating process. Its low viscosity makes upcycle BA14 an excellent dispersing agent for other materials such as sunscreens and pigments. Upcycle BA14 improves the spreadability of other ingredients, making products easier to apply and feel luxurious. This is particularly useful for delivering active ingredients evenly across the skin. You can also improve long wear and water resistance in products like sunscreen and makeup when using upcycle BA14 as a dispersing agent for film formers. Upcycle BA17 is also oil soluble and can be incorporated in either hot or cold processing methods. In a hot process, BA17 should be added in the oil phase of the emulsion. And in cold processing, at any point of the formulation, it works great. Adding in the aqueous phase and to an oil phase under high-speed mixing for water and oil emulsions, the stability will improve of the emulsion with high shear mixing. Pilot Chemical has a starter formulary library, including a finishing spray for hair, a face renew serum that has benefits benefits with a squalane-like skin feel, and much more. Please visit our website to find these and many more formulations. So where are we on the journey to scale in the industry and industry adoption? In 2025, Pilot Chemical secured a global licensing partnership to commercialize upcycle BA14 and BA17, reinforcing our commitment to offering high-performance, sustainable solutions in personal care. This year, we are launching commercial scale quantities available in Q2. Today, you've heard a little bit about how upcycle ingredients can transform a regulatory challenge into a sustainability breakthrough and a sensory performance win. If you are formulating for early compliance with D5 restrictions, elevated sensory aesthetics, clean beauty, and sustainability impact, then upcycle belongs in your next innovation cycle. Let's build the future of high performance, sustainable personal care together. Thank you for joining us. Please reach out to your Pilot Chemical or distribution sales professional for a sample and more information. I've included a QR code here if you would like to go to our Upcycle landing page where you can download SDSs, product data sheets, as well as formularies. There's quite a bit of information there. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.